What if Samsung's most important update isn't the one everyone is talking about, but the one quietly reshaping how your phone feels every single day? One UI 8.5 may look familiar at first glance, but spend just a few minutes with it and you start noticing something different. The interface feels lighter, smoother, and more intentional, almost as if Samsung stepped back and asked a simple question: how can everyday interactions feel better without reinventing everything? That's exactly what One UI 8.5 is about. Before watching, please do not forget to subscribe to our channels so that you can get notified on daily tech updates. Welcome to Tech Gadget, where we break down what really matters in tech. From the moment One UI 8.5 boots up, the experience feels more refined. Animations are calmer and more fluid, gestures respond more accurately, and transitions feel better timed. Samsung didn't chase flashy redesigns here. Instead, it focused on polishing the foundation that Galaxy users interact with hundreds of times a day. Opening settings, switching apps, pulling down the quick panel, or navigating menus now feels more consistent and less cluttered. The system feels like it's working with you rather than reacting to you. These are the kinds of improvements you don't always notice instantly, but once you do, going back feels impossible. One of the biggest shifts in One UI 8.5 is how Samsung is treating visual depth. Transparency and layering are now used in a more controlled and thoughtful way. Menus feel slightly elevated, navigation elements feel separated from content, and the interface gains a subtle sense of dimension without sacrificing performance. Unlike heavy blur effects that drain battery or slow down animations, Samsung keeps things balanced. The result is a cleaner look that feels modern, but still unmistakably One UI. This careful approach shows that Samsung is prioritizing long-term usability over short-term visual trends. Samsung's own apps benefit the most from this update. The phone app now feels smoother to navigate, with rounded UI elements that flow naturally as you switch tabs. The Gallery app feels faster and better organized, making it easier to browse large photo libraries without stutters. Even small apps like the calculator received attention, with buttons that feel more responsive and visually satisfying when tapped. These changes might sound small on their own, but combined, they make daily usage noticeably more enjoyable. This is refinement at scale, where every interaction feels slightly better than before. Camera improvements continue to be a major highlight of One UI 8.5. Samsung has clearly listened to feedback from early beta users and content creators. Features like dual record and single take are properly integrated again, giving users more creative freedom. But the real power lies in the deeper camera controls added through Camera Assistant. Focus peaking customization allows you to choose colors and thickness, helping you achieve precise manual focus during photography and video recording. The ability to control autofocus and exposure separately while recording video takes the Galaxy camera experience closer to professional equipment. This is a huge upgrade for creators who want more control without complicated setups. Video recording in particular feels more capable in One UI 8.5, locking focus on one subject while adjusting exposure on another opens up creative possibilities that weren't easy before. Whether you're recording cinematic clips, product shots, or vlogs, the camera now adapts better to your vision rather than forcing automatic decisions. Samsung isn't just adding features for marketing. It's giving users tools that actually change how they shoot content. For a smartphone camera, that's a big deal. Performance improvements across the system are another area where One UI 8.5 quietly shines. App launches feel faster, multitasking is smoother, and memory handling feels more stable. Even on devices that aren't brand new, the update makes the phone feel refreshed. Bugs that affected daily usability have been addressed, including quick panel glitches, Bluetooth instability with cars, and occasional volume button responsiveness issues. These fixes may not make headlines, but they dramatically improve the day-to-day experience. Combined with the latest security patch, the update delivers both stability and peace of mind. One UI 8.5 also feels like a preparation update. It doesn't try to shock users with radical changes. Instead, it lays a clean and stable foundation for future Galaxy devices, larger displays, and more immersive interfaces. Samsung appears to be focusing on consistency across devices, ensuring that whether you're using a flagship or a slightly older model, the experience feels cohesive. This approach reflects maturity in software design. Rather than constantly reinventing the interface, Samsung is refining what works and eliminating friction. There has been some debate among users about whether this direction makes One UI feel too familiar. Some argue that Samsung should experiment more boldly, while others appreciate the calm and predictable experience. One UI 8.5 clearly chooses refinement over risk. It's an update that respects muscle memory while making interactions smoother and more comfortable. For most users, that's exactly what a smartphone update should do. The longer you use One UI 8.5, the more you appreciate it. It's not about one big feature that wows you instantly. It's about dozens of small improvements that add up to a better experience. Swipes feel smoother, taps feel more responsive, and the system feels more reliable overall. This is the kind of update that improves your relationship with your phone rather than demanding you relearn it. So is One UI 8.5 revolutionary? No, and that's actually its strength. It's thoughtful, stable, and quietly powerful. It makes your Galaxy device feel more polished, more capable, and more enjoyable to use every day. Whether you care about camera control, smooth performance, or a refined interface, this update delivers in ways that matter long after the initial excitement fades. If you've already installed One UI 8.5, you probably know exactly what that feels like. And if you haven't yet, this might be the update that reminds you why you chose a Galaxy phone in the first place. Stay tuned to Tech Gadget, because we'll continue exploring every hidden feature, performance tweak, and future update that shapes the way you use your tech.